Namaskar. Today it's June 21st, 2026. Welcome to the 100th day of Satvik Yogi Path. Today is not a teaching day. Today is a celebration of breath, steadiness, of clarity, and of the quiet strength that has grown inside you. Over these last 100 days, we, you, and we have covered our day 1 to day 99, our yoga practices inspired by Maharishi Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. And today is the day. Thank you for walking the path of clarity, steadiness, and inner freedom. This year, on March 14, began my 100 days journey with just one mission: to return to the true essence of yoga. Not the yoga performance, not the yoga of shapes, not the yoga of achievement, not the yoga of noise, but the yoga of breath, steadiness, awareness, softness, clarity, inner freedom. And this is the mission of Satvik Yogi Path. A simple, global, non religious way of living with awareness and clarity every day. And today, on day 100, that mission completes for this year. These 100 days have shown us that yoga is not something we do, yoga is something we become. Yoga is the breath that softens, the mind that steadies, the awareness that expands, the posture that becomes effortless, the clarity that returns, the strength that grows quietly inside of us. Yoga is the journey from effort to effortless, from noise to silence, from outer performance to inner performance. And I'd like to share my reflection on the days from 1 to 99 on this 100th day as we are celebrating the International Day of Yoga today. These past 90 days, 99 days, have been a slow, steady returning. A returning to breath, to steadiness, to clarity, to the simple truth of yoga. We explored the mind, its movements, its storms, its stillness. We learned how effort becomes sincere, how obstacles soften, how awareness becomes honest. Before I move on, this coming from Superfreak-214, this comment of yours is a precious one. 100 day of yoga. Congratulations. And thank you, first of all, thank you for your presence on the 100th day as we are celebrating the 12th International Day of Yoga. And also, by the way, today happens to be the first day of summer in the Northern Hemisphere, known as the summer solstice. And I can see, even though it is 9 p.m. USA Eastern Time, and I can still see the daylight. Well, not much. We discovered the layers of consciousness, the movements of attention, the nature of clarity and confusion. We prepared the body for steadiness, the breath for ease, and the mind for spaciousness. We learned that asana is not shape, but steadiness, not performance, but presence, not effort, but effortlessness. And yesterday, on day 99, we received the fruit of the asana, the third limb of the Ashtanga Yoga. Freedom from the pairs of the opposites. And these 99 days have not changed us, they have revealed us. They have brought us back to who we always were beneath the noise. I once again welcome Super Freak 214. Thank you. And also PUCUK Ter BAIK 666. Thank you for joining on the 100th day when we are celebrating the 12th International Day of Yoga. Now, today it is Yoga Sutra 2.49 or the 49th Yoga Sutra from the second chapter, Sadhana Pad. Tasmin sati श्वास प्रश्वास योर गति विच्छेद प्राणायामः. Once asana is perfected, the refinement of inhalation and exhalation is pranayam. Let us break it down, this Yoga Sutra, word by word to understand what it means. Tasmin sati. When that is established, which means when asana is perfected. Shwas, inhalation. Prashwas, exhalation. Gati vichhedah, refinement, gentle regulation. Pranayamaha, expansion of life force. So the meaning, when the body becomes steady and the mind becomes quiet, the breath becomes a doorway to the infinite. And Maharishi Patanjali says that when asana becomes steady, easeful, and effortless, and the yogi, the practitioner, becomes free from pairs of opposites, then the next doorway opens. Pranayam, the refinement of breath. Not breath control, not force, not manipulation, but the gentle, natural refinement of inhalation, exhalation, and the space between. Pranayam is the bridge between the body and the mind, between the finite and the infinite. So let us try and understand what pranayam is. Pranayam is. To understand what pranayam is, first we have to understand, let's be clear about what pranayam is not. Pranayam is not holding the breath aggressively, forcing the lungs. No, that's not pranayam. Straining the diaphragm. No. chasing mystical experiences. No. Performing techniques for show. Not at all. So, pranayama is not all the above. It's not holding the breath aggressively, it's not forcing the lungs, it's not straining the diaphragm, it's not chasing mystical experiences, and not at all performing techniques for show. That is not pranayam. Then what is pranayam? Pranayam is refinement, awareness, softness, expansion, quiet strength. The natural extension of asana. It is the breath becoming a teacher. Breath becomes your guide. Breath becomes your anchor. It is pranayam. So, what are we practicing today on the 100th day? Today, we will not analyze the sutra, we will live it. Today, our session is a celebration of breath awareness, grounding, seated steadiness, the ancient meditative asana, softening of effort, expansion of awareness, inner stillness, gentle pranayam. Today we embody the Yoga Sutras. So today is not the end of a journey, even though our mission, just one mission that I began my 100 days journey on March 14th of this year, just like every year, in returning to the true essence of yoga. And today is the 100th day. So today is not the end of a journey. Today is the beginning of a new way of living. Today we celebrate not achievement, but alignment. Not completion, but clarity. Not the end of practice, but the beginning of presence. Let us begin our 100-day celebration. I thank you. I thank you for your presence. Your presence is the real journey. We started on March 14th, and each day we analyzed, we learned to pronounce, we learned to understand the meaning of the sutra by Maharishi Patanjali. We covered about 99 sutra, and today was the 100th sutra where pranayam begins. So pranayam is the fourth limb of the Ashtanga Yoga. So as I said, that this is not the end of our journey. This is the beginning of our presence. We will continue with the Yoga Sutra, and it is your presence that kept me inspiring. Not a single day passed that I did not feel to be just here and share my practices. Once again, I thank you. Before wrapping up our 100th day, let's do a practice of attunement of all that we have learned, over the last 100 days. If you're seated on a chair with your back and spine straight, you're seated on your sitting bones and you're looking at a point at the eye level. Roll your shoulders if you have to, and your chin slightly tucked in, making sure your back and spine is straight, and one hand placed gently over your navel. And at this point, with your smile, let's observe our breath as we inhale, gently and softly exhale. And let the pause arise naturally in between before the next inhale. Exhale. And now, as we observed, we are not judging how we are breathing, who is looking at us, what is going on. If I'm breathing too fast or too slow, doesn't matter. Just observing, just observing. And now we breathe with awareness as our hand is placed over the navel. And as we breathe in, our belly, it rises, the breath softly inhaling and softly and gently falling on the navel. And as we breathe in, our belly, just like a balloon, extends with all the oxygen, and as we exhale, it distends with awareness. Inhale, exhale, breathe in, breathe out. And now, as we have been breathing with awareness, not by force, not chasing, just let it be as effortless as it can be naturally. With awareness, the body is steady now and the mind is quiet. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Relax the space between your teeth. Relax your shoulders. And just bring all your focus to your navel, to your breath. As you breathe in, breathe out. And we end with 3 Om Jap. We take a deep breath in And with exhalation, Om. And as we have practiced before, the Om, the rises from the belly. The O moves through the chest, and the softens at your lips. Let's begin. Take a deep breath in. Oh. Take a deep breath in. Oh. Take a deep breath in. And with the bhavna that we continue our journey and open your eyes. With that, we end our 100 days journey, wishing all of you a very happy International Day of Yoga. Thank you for your presence.